Hello there. Thanks for watching Balls Deep. This is the Oakland A's 2012 MLB preview. We've been busy the last few days with our rotator cuff injuries, and there's been a lot of NFL news. A lot of NFL news. And NFL seems to take precedence amongst the Balls Deep fans, of which there are a lot, because Balls Deep is watched by a lot of people. Let's do the A's. It's not going to be a good year this year. They did have a highlight the last several months, which was the movie Moneyball. You know, everybody got to learn about how Billy Beanes kind of innovated a lot of the current thinking in baseball. And a lot of people might say, well, the A's failed. They never won a World Series. Hell, they never even got to a World Series. You know, this is the problem with a lot of idiots, is they don't understand that anything can happen in in a 5 or 7 game series. I mean, I don't know how many times to go over it. It's really hard to explain to people because there's so much dogma in America about playoffs. You know, everyone thinks the best team wins the playoffs in the NFL. I mean, the Packers, if they play the Giants 100 times in Green Bay, in Lambeau, they probably win that game 75 times. They just picked the wrong day to lose. And Lehigh, who played Duke last week, if they play 100 times, Duke probably wins 95. They just picked the wrong day to lose. It happens. So I guess it happens in the baseball playoffs. It happens in the NFL playoffs. I guess the NBA playoffs are the truest ones because there's 7 games, and you know a pitcher might have a bad game out of 7, and then you're screwed. Whereas in the NBA playoffs, Kobe Bryant's probably not going to have 7 bad games, though he was swept by the Dallas Mavericks last year. It was awesome. Oakland A's, not very many highlights. They did sign a Cuban defector, Yoenis Cespedes, to play center field. They gave him $36 million for 4 years. I think he's going to be good. I mean, I think this kid will be good. Should hit 25 jacks, 20 steals. Supposedly he's a big deal. He's already mature. He's like 25 or 26. So they got Coco Crispin left. You know, he should steal 50 bases. They added Seth Smith from the Rockies in right, but I mean, as we've seen, he can't hit left-handers. Cliff Pennington, shortstop, still can't hit. I don't know anything about their third base situation, if it's going to be Rosales or Big Josh Donaldson. First base, Derek Barton, with no upside at all. I guess he gets on base. I do like their second baseman, Jamal Weeks. His brother is Ricky Weeks on the Brewers. Jamal Weeks is a switch hitter. He's a really good base stealer, should be able to steal 30, 40 bases. He doesn't really have very much power, but I guess you could grow into that as you get older. It's really difficult in Oakland Coliseum because it's just gigantic. It's a football stadium, though some people might say the Raiders are not a real football team. Their catcher's good. I mean, he should be good for 10, 15 jacks. Kurt Suzuki. Your pitching staff is okay. They added Fat Bartolo Colon. I think they're getting Dallas Braden back from surgery. Brandon McCarthy's okay. I mean, he's a ground ball pitcher. He's solid. Their bullpen, I don't know. I mean, they don't have one guy on there who's ever been a very good closer. Brian Fuentes is going to be their setup man. He's not a good closer. He's a horrible closer. So Grant Belfour is going to be their closer. I wouldn't expect a ton out of him. I mean, I like him. He used to be on Tampa when they had that really good team in '08, but he's definitely never been a closer. So, I mean, he might lose that job. It might move around on that team. I don't expect much from the A's. I'm going to be surprised if they hit 70 wins. We're going to peg the A's at 67 wins this year. It's going to be a dark year in Oakland. Balls deep.